Donald Trump was the first billionaire to enter the White House. Long before you ever knew him as Mr. President, Donald Trump was America's most famous and controversial billionaire. For Mr. Trump, money was never a problem, and it will never be even for his children. The former U.S. president lives a lavish lifestyle that most people can only dream of. Trump even owns some residencies that can compete with the extravagance of the White House itself. From super expensive private homes to private jets the size of commercial airplanes, join us as we dive inside Donald Trump's billionaire lifestyle. Hello, welcome to Luxury Buzz. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can get notified when we post amazing videos like this. Also, don't forget to comment. Donald John Trump is the fourth child of New York real estate tycoon Fred Trump. He was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York. Now, despite his family's enormous fortune, Trump had to work his way through the corporate ladder of his father's company. Trump's stubbornness isn't a new thing. He was once sent off to a military academy for misbehaving when he was still 13 years old. After acquiring his degree at Wharton School in the University of Pennsylvania, Donald became the favorite to inherit the family's business when his older brother, Fred Jr., chose to become a pilot. Fred died at 43 from alcoholism, and since the incident, Donald has sworn to avoid alcohol and cigarettes for the rest of his life, even though he does own a winery. According to Donald Trump, he got into the real estate business with a small $1 million loan from his father, and with that money, he was able to build the massive empire you see today. Well, that would be a great success story if it was actually 100% true. The New York Times, no fan of Trump, uncovered that Donald was already a millionaire by the time he was 8 years old. After graduating college, he was receiving roughly $1 million from his father. Financial records also show that Donald received at least $413 million from his father's real estate prowess. And when he wanted to start his own empire, his father lent him another $140 million. Oh, and after his father passed away in 1999, Donald inherited 1/4 of his father's entire business. And he used that $800 million he got as inheritance to invest in his real estate business. So Donald Trump has a lot to thank his father for having all of his billions today. Donald Trump decided to shift from the family business of investing in small and medium income residential units in Brooklyn and Queens to big, glitzy projects in Manhattan. That was a pretty smart move, as prices of land and housing in Manhattan have increased over 6,000% since 1973. Donald transformed the dying Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt. His most famous accomplishment in real estate is the 68-story Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. He also has several properties in his real estate portfolio, including Trump World Tower, Trump Palace, and Trump International Hotel. Now, although Donald Trump has been very successful over the years, he has also witnessed several setbacks. Unlike what he claims, his hotels and casinos haven't always been so successful. This particular arm of his empire has forced him to declare bankruptcy at least 6 times. Now, apart from being a real estate tycoon, Trump also has a successful career in media and entertainment. In 2003, he became the host of an NBC reality television show called The Apprentice, in which guests compete for a shot at a management job in Trump's empire. Now, he was skeptical about the whole thing at first, but after much convincing from the show's director, he decided to give it a try. Donald hosted the show for 14 seasons and said in a financial disclosure form that he had been paid a total of $213 million by the network during his time as host. Now, that seems to be a very big number, but Trump actually had a stake in the show, which definitely contributed to his salary. So with all his successes, Trump has made quite a fortune for himself. During an interview, Donald Trump stated that he was worth $10 billion. But that again wasn't true. After a detailed analysis of his income sources and investments, Forbes placed his net worth a little closer to $3 billion. And even if that's not up to what he claims, that still puts him on the list of the richest people in the world. Now, in September, the New York Times, again, not fans of Trump, reported that despite Trump's enormous wealth, he had apparently paid just $750 in federal income tax both in 2016 and 2017, and nothing for the 10 years prior to that. In response, Trump dismissed the report as fake news. Now, with all the money that the former president has, he enjoys the kind of luxury fit only for kings. Donald Trump has several homes in different locations, but his favorite residence is his 11,000 square foot penthouse located on the very top of the 68-story Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. The penthouse comes with a gold and diamond encrusted door an indoor fountain, and a ceiling decorated with 24-karat gold. The penthouse cost around $100 million to build and is considered one of the most expensive penthouses in the world. The next iconic property in Trump's portfolio is the Mar-A-Lago mansion located in Palm Beach. Trump purchased this behemoth of a house in 1985 for only $10 million. The house boasts 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms, and 3 bomb shelters just in case someone tries any funny games. Trump lived in this house for 10 years before turning it into an exclusive private club. The Seven Springs Mansion is another property that the former U.S. president managed to acquire for a decent price. Trump paid $7.5 million for this 213-acre mansion roughly 2 decades ago. The original plan was to develop the property into a golf course. Instead, the property became the family's summer home. Donald Trump made billions in real estate, and it's not hard to see why. Trump has a special ability to buy huge properties for just a fraction of their actual worth. His winery in Charlottesville, Virginia is another notable example. The land cost him $3.6 million, which is an estimated 25% of its actual worth. The property was actually bought and overseen by his son, Eric Trump, but Donald Trump does claim ownership of the property. The winery is now an award-winning vineyard with 10 gold standards. Donald Trump might not be 100% honest about his successes, but he's one good businessman indeed. When Trump is not in office or doing business, he likes to travel a lot. For a billionaire, Trump definitely doesn't travel in a commercial plane like regular people. In fact, the former president owns a fleet